We are going to close up here with the 5th winning live trading day in a row. Today, I made thousands of dollars. Yes, yet again, longing the NASDAQ today in an all-time high market. One of the most beautiful, opportunistic bull runs we've had probably of all time, to be honest. And myself and everyone in the group is just absolutely taking advantage of it. These executions here are not just any ordinary executions. These were executions that were actually physically shown step by step, candle by candle, live on stream in front of about 40 people, I would say, in attendance, okay? So as I review this, I'm directly reviewing something that we trade live week in and week out. No hindsight, no guesswork, no lucky bets, just consistently executing the same system over and over and over again. Today, had a good old A+ grade rating, as I said, live time, and that, of course, gave me the conviction to buy again, buy again, and then finally pay myself with this nice Model 3 target. So let's back it up and really break down everything that I saw today that led me into, everything that transpired, right? Just making money in the NASDAQ and collecting ends meet. It all starts on this hourly time frame, okay? So you can look at the hourly chart. Matter of fact, let's back it out to the daily chart, because the daily chart has been very beneficial. I look at the daily chart, and insanely strong, structured bullish, insanely strong bullish order flow as well. Down candles. Are we breaking through them? No, we just keep creating down candles, respecting, create these down candles, smash above those. Down candle, smash above that, respecting bullish gaps, right? Keep it up higher, repeat the process. There's nothing suggesting bearish order flow or any type of shift anytime soon. So therefore, I'm going to stay in sync with this train and not try to be the one that jumps in front of it and stops it, okay? You understand? Hourly chart, same thing. We have retraces, immediately leads into a large pump to the upside. We come up, we're respecting bullish gap still continuously, run back up, another hourly gap forms as we have this huge rush to the upside before today's session, and then we create, obviously, like I said, this hourly gap. We come down, and this is really where everything started. I'm using this as my higher time frame key level today. Price runs down, hits that hourly gap. Now the biggest and best lesson I can give in this video is I see so many people saying, oh, I didn't want to long because, we didn't retrace deep enough, and oh, we didn't come down and, sweep these equal lows here. That's why, I'm not going to take anything like this. But these people are not experienced enough and don't have enough stats, like obviously myself does, to know that in all-time high markets like this and extremely low resistance bull runs, this is as much as you're going to get. You're not going to get huge retracements. So you can expect the market to create just little modest retracements like this and not go for like that lowest low. Okay, this is what you're going to get. And what you want to do is wait for the first key level to be delivered and not require like everything, like this huge retrace and like every level to be hit, right? So as long as we hit a logical activation point like this hourly gap, and then my model performs, I'm taking the long to the upside. I don't care about what lows are below. I don't care about any of that. As long as I get my minimum criteria and we have a very specific all-time high put in the market, I know what I'm going to do. So why was this reversal here valid? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's go down to the 5-minute chart and let me show you. All right, so this hourly gap here, this shaded area here, inside of this hourly gap, what do you see? We swept out this swing low to the left from overnight, and more importantly, we swept out this news candle low with no wick on it. A woman in my group named Ariel likes to call that the devil's mark, okay, when it has no wick on it. It's just a body. That was swept from the market, this time-based news low. So the fact that we have such a key time-based low being ran inside of a high time frame gap, like I said, I know that the market has a tendency to create these little shy retraces and not go for like all the levels before it creates a reversal, right? It's more shallow retraces and then runs up. This was enough. The fact that we're hitting a key logical liquidity point inside of a high time frame level, which is this gap. That's it. That's all I needed once my model actually activated, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Now, as for the London lows down here, like, would I have like preferred maybe to get London lows and then long? Yeah, of course. Like, that would have been an amazing long as well, and probably would have offered me even more points and opportunities. So yeah, I would have preferred this to be taken out. But again, that's not the route that today took, and I wasn't counting on it either. It was just something that I preferred. Okay, so you can't be married to this type of stuff and miss out on opportunities just because, oh, you know, every single star in the sky didn't align perfectly. You know what I mean? So here's an activation point for longs today. Like I said, I explained this low right here. Now we dive into the good stuff, okay? 1 minute chart, baby. Yep, I love my 1 minute chart. The first thing that I noticed today, okay, and we're starting with the 9:30 opening here because 9:30 opening was extremely important today for actually several reasons. So here we have it. Stock market opens up. This is when I hop on the chart in my live stream with the team, right? And the first thing that I notice once we open at 9:30 is this guy right here. Every time I see this, man, I get happy, okay? One of the easiest ways to determine a fake run to the downside is if it delivered like this, right? High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Basically just a high resistance buildup of liquidity, creating a trend line phenomenon. Trend lines work until they don't, and it's time to smash against that, right? And liquidate them. So when we have a high resistance liquidity buildup like this to the downside, as we're meeting a key level and we're here at the 9:30 opening, I'm looking to get down to business. Now, I'm not looking to long the first sight of a rally that I see, right? I'm looking at it from a systematic approach, right? When I come into the market, this 9:15, 9:45, this is my no trading zone. And, I've taught my members many, like every single day, basically, we get a reminder of why it's best to avoid trading in the no trading zone and wait to trade until at least 9:45 a.m. So to make a long story short, I wait till 9:45 a.m. and shortly after, right here at 10:12 a.m., I get my beautiful entry, which led into 170 points secured on my AMP Live account. Very beautiful, right? So let's talk about why this was an A+ graded entry and why I took this with no questions asked live on stream with my entire beautiful trading family that I am blessed with, okay? It all started with this drop down here. When we get this drop down here, man, why is this important? It's so important, man, because it has everything to do with hourly candle openings in PO3, right? So here we have it. 10 a.m. hourly candle opens up, puts in a bottom wick. What am I talking about? Bottom wick. All right, let's see. 4-hour candle. Here we have it. 10 a.m. opens up, put in a bottom wick right there. See that bottom wick? When I see that, and then I get my light bulb expansion, I'm trusting that 4-hour low will be protected, and then we'll be able to pump to our highs, right? That is the 10 a.m. PO3. Open, manipulate into some type of key level like this wick, and then distribute to the upsides. So let's go back down to the lower time frame. This is how I saw it. Accumulation here with this consolidation, right? Sideways movement. Accumulation of orders. Manipulation, sweeping out these two lows right here and re-delivering to accumulate more longs below the 9:30 opening. This was so textbook because it was in this context with that hourly PO3. Accumulation, manipulation, and then once I got this light bulb expansion, I knew the distribution was pending, okay? So we put in that 10 a.m. low, take my long with no questions asked. Where's my stop loss go? It's a systematic approach. So I long and I put my stop loss below that 10 a.m. protected low, right? Of course, the chef's kiss is always going to be your multiple set of fair value gaps with really good volume and aggression. So we had a set of multiple gaps here. We even inversed immediately this 1 minute gap here to the left, right? So it was just a light bulb moment entirely, okay? Now, the kicker here was I hit a little bit of drawdown, and I'm just assuming that all the newer guys, they're going to freak out, right? And it's a natural thing. I'm not like knocking them for it. It's a natural thing. When you're newer, you're going to be more fearful, and that's just how it is. You got to gain more reps in the market, and eventually you'll get better, and that's just the natural cycle of a profitable trader, right? We all start somewhere. So we hit drawdown. I'm still trusting the system because my invalidation point it was never hit, right? Hit a little bit of, just wacky action right here. And then finally, we start pumping back in the direction and in my favor. And, it led into my Model 3 target getting hit very nicely. So when I was in drawdown, though, I'll tell you 2 reasons why it was so easy for me to, well, I guess 3 reasons. 3 reasons. I had 3 strong reasons to still be confident in my system, even when we were at the lowest low here of drawdown. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, I have a system that's proven and backed through data. That gives me a beautiful foundation in and of itself. Number 2, ES and Dow, when this was happening, was actually, you can look at it on your own. It was actually live time at like 10 something pumping. Like ES and Dow kept showing relative strength and just leading the way to the upside. So I'm like, all right, that doesn't make sense. NQ, it's only right that it catches up and starts running to the all-time high target, right? Number 3, man, look at this quadruple top, man. Real time in live stream, I called this the quadruple top of doom, because that's what it was, right? Double top here, double top here. It was just way too smooth, convenient, and clean. When you're in an all-time high market and they leave out behind a quadruple top, I'm calling BS every time, man. So for all these reasons and things coupling together, I was just calling BS on this drop down, and just gave me even more conviction to stay in the trade and, juice this thing out as much as I could. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I saw today, guys. Obviously, I guess I should cover here why I added in. There was actually another model that performed, crazy enough, right? Another model of mine, model number 4 continuation, performed today, right? We came down, hit this hourly gap. Inside of that hourly gap, oh my goodness, this price action was so clean today. Inside of that gap, we came down, swept out equal lows, beautiful, and then we create another light bulb expansion to the upside, multiple gaps, good volume, good displacement. As soon as I saw that, right, and then look, we even created like a little miniature clean double top there. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, added in more there, and this multiple set of fair value gaps, got another large push there. Another fair value gap, added another one. Boom. Yeah, so that was today in a nutshell, guys. Absolutely milking out this bull run. I mean, just a ridiculous amount of money I'm making inside of this bull run along with you guys. It's obviously, I'm very grateful for it. And yeah, man, we're just going to stay true to the system, stay patient, use this as a lesson as, when the bull markets are here, man, and the trending markets are here, this is our time to shine, man. And we're going to keep milking it out. As long as we're, keep being blessed with this price action, which I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. Blessings to you guys, man. I wish you guys the best and prosperity and just every good thing you could possibly think of coming your way. That'll do it, guys. Peace out.